What I have here today, June 29th, 2020, it's a Monday. And people like to look at watches, and this is the Seiko whatever Prospects, I don't remember the number. I'll be wearing this for a while. I usually wear watches for many years before I swap out. So, there you go. Oops, the microphone is right there. I have it in a different position today. We'll see how it sounds when I edit it for Drug Use and Nudity, the video. Oh yeah, Bun Special video, written, directed, edited by Bun Special, graphics by Bun Special, stunts by Bun Special, handcrafted with fine ingredients, sound effects by Bun Special. This video is performed by an amateur, do not attempt at home. No watches were harmed in making this video, for entertainment only. Huh. A few weeks ago, or months, who knows, a long time ago, someone mentioned about cigarette lighters in one of my videos, so I by habit, when I see a cigarette lighter on the ground, I pick it up, and if it works, I keep it. So I got this a bag of cigarette lighters. I have more, but I don't know where the others are. Especially like the electronic ignition, the refillable one. I don't smoke. I just think you never know when you're going to need a flame. So I have them. Any other things I have to say? No, I think that's about it. Crazy stuff. Well, let's see. Oh, this is something I purchased. Non-running. I think they said the balance worked non-running. So, of course, if it's not running, I have to, bid on it, because I buy OPJ, as I call it, other people's junk. Not to be confused with OPP. This thing came with a plastic crystal. You see it yellowed. I read someplace that these old plastic crystals, when they degrade, they emit a gas that causes the steel to rust. And if you look at these hands, I don't know if you can tell. Yeah, there you go. They're kind of getting rusty. So I popped this crystal off as soon as I got the watch, because that's what I heard. So I'm not putting that back on. I have to see if I can find a regular one. Yeah, so when I do this, second hand does not want to move. That's not good. So let's look at, well, I'm going to loosen the bezel a little bit. So let's look at the inner. Well, it's missing the bow too. I don't know what happened to that. It looks like probably the original crown, but no bow. Oh, anyway, this is Elgin with a little star on it, whatever that means. And let's look at the other side. Oh, it's got some dents in the back. And let me open it up so I can see if I can get this running. And look at the back. Look at that. It's all dinged up like that. How did he do that? What's that from? I don't know. Yeah, it says cased and timed by Elgin, I think, in there. I don't know. And here is the movement. What is it? BW Raymond. I believe it's 23 joules. That's the only reason I bid on it, because it was 23 joules. Otherwise, I wouldn't have touched it. Let's see. Well, the balance is good. And when I do this again, I can see, I don't know if you can see, but the doesn't want to focus. Come on. Will you focus? It likes to focus on the background. Wait, yeah, there you go. I don't know if you can see, but the pallet fork is pallet fork moves, so I got a roller jewel. Something's jamming up the train. Now I think at first when I saw this, I thought maybe it's something to do with the rusty hands. Maybe something's rusty, because the other side, this side looks pretty good. Oh yeah, finished taking off the bezel, and it's a lever set. What's the lever? I didn't do this yet. I looked at the moving, but I didn't do the lever set. So I pull out the lever. Oh, the hand's moving easily. Oh, it's one of these 2 time zone jobs. That's another reason I bid on it. Of course, this hand looks a little bent. One's supposed to be red and one's supposed to be blue. Oh, I thought that would free it up, but now the hands move nicely. Oh, there it goes. Why did it move? Oh, it moved because I turned the hand. But I thought the mainspring was all wound up. Oh crap, now it's working. Yeah, see the mainspring is... I can't get it anymore. It's wound tight. Oh, now it's working. Oh, now it's stopped. What's the deal with this watch? See, I thought it was going to be such an easy fix because I thought the everything was rusty. It's not going to be much of a video in that case. See, if I do this... Huh. See, it's wound up real tight. Yeah, let me do something now. What am I going to do? Where is this? All the way out here. I gotta drop this down just a little bit. Whoops, too much. Let's see. Whoops, I don't want to mess up the hands. Let's put that there. Get parts. Let's see. Let me take off the movement. Let's zoom in then. Let's see. We're gonna remove it. See, I think it's just some rusty stuff. Like I say, the mainspring is all wound up. I can't even move that click enough to... I don't think I can move that click enough. Oh, that would be too tight to try to move that so I can let down the mainspring. See, this is what annoys me. I unscrewed the screw and yet it just doesn't want to come out. Why does it do that? Why does it have to be that way? Now this particular watch you don't have to pull out the crown because it's one of these railroad jobs and they don't pull out. I'm going to put this over here. And there's this. Let's get the movement holder. Let's jump on the floor. Movement holder, there it is. You pull it one thing and 15 other things follow it. Why does it do that? I like to complain. Let's see. Oh, let's get some hand pullers. Where the good are the hand pullers? Oh man. Oops, hit the microphone. Let's see. I touch it with my greasy, oily, disgusting fingers. I think I can put it here. I gotta make sure I don't crush the hands, you know what I'm saying? Don't be stupid. Yeah, hands are all free and clear. I do not want to damage them. Something's in my way over here. I'm trying to slide in. Whoops, wrong side. I'm going to support it, but I don't want to support it on the balance cock because I probably break the balance staff, so I do it on the plates. Support it on the plates. Yeah, support it on the plates. I'm going to take these hands off. Which one should I use? I'm going to use this hand puller. I have two hand pullers. Where's my piece of plastic? Let's use a piece of plastic. Let's see, we're gonna... Oh, this one didn't go good. There you go. Gotta make sure you get underneath the hour hand, because if you pull it up crooked, you might break something. That happened to me once. I pulled up a second hand crooked once, and I broke the that fourth wheel pinion. One of these days I'm going to fix that watch, because I think I got a parts movement for it. But it wasn't a high, it was a, you know, like a Hamilton 910 or 912 or something like that. You know, one of the lower models. But that's why you gotta make sure you get underneath. This plastic stuff works great, and the hands used to shoot all over the place. But now with the plastic, they can't go anywhere. Now we're gonna take the dial off. I want to see what's underneath. Let's see, let's try this size. Let's get things out of my way. I'm done with the hand pullers. I got tweezers, let me put that over here. I got there's a screw here on the side for the dial. Let's see if I can get it in. This one doesn't fit right. Let me get a bigger one. Let's see. Let's say if I lift this up just a little bit. That's too big. How come that one's way too big? I thought they put. I didn't put these back in the right order. I usually put them in there. Small to large. Things are falling now. Where'd that screwdriver go? Damn it, it fell on the floor. But I don't see it. Oh, man. There it is. You know, it doesn't go straight down. Once it hits the ground, it makes a run for it. And that's the problem. Everything makes a run for it when it hits the ground. It goes off to the side someplace. So you gotta go hunt and search for the damn thing. Well, these floors I have are like hardwood or something like that, you know, so things can get pretty far away. But there's not like a carpet where it would stay when it hits there in the carpet, but you probably lose stuff in the carpet. Well, that's the one thing I don't like about the carpets. Things will get lost. So let's see if the dial comes off. What, the one screw? Why are you not cooperating? This one. You want a little bit more on this one. There you go. What's underneath it? Nah, single cent dial. Let me get that out of the way. Well, let's see what it looks like underneath. Underneath doesn't look bad. Where's my tweezers? What's that? The minute wheel, I guess that was. Huh. Everything, it should run. Well. Oh, now it's running. No, it's not running. The balance is going good, but something's blocking the train. Yeah. But that sucker's wound tight. It's wound tight. Why doesn't it want to work? Oh, it's wound tight. It's wound tight. I should get a cannon pinion puller. That was the cannon pinion. Let's see what happens now. Let's still doesn't want to work. And it's wound tight. Now if I push on the center wheel a little bit, it will run, but then it stops. And that balance spin is good. Yeah, so the power's not getting through. What happens if I cheat? Let's see, let me see what other... I can't pull my chair back because there's crap in the way. Damn scale keeps on falling. Every time. I don't know why it doesn't stay up. Where'd the other scale go? I had two scales. Oh, there's the other scale. This ain't working out good. Let's see. I moved the camera. Let me get close magnification. Let me see if I can see stuff. Boom, boom, boom. Everything looks good. Oh, it snags on that. Why? Well, what about this side? Damn it! Just doesn't want to run. Why? What if I cheat? Put some oil on some stuff. I'll put some oil here. Even though I don't think that will do anything. That one moves freely. And I don't know. Let's see. And that. Why don't I put a little bit on here? Let me, what are you seeing? What is that in my way? Hey, look at that. That's free. That is free moving. Yeah. See, the center wheel is... There's nothing pushing against the center wheel. There's crap on my screwdriver. See, the center wheel is free. And yet the mainspring is tight. Why? Let me see something else. What is this? Oh, that looks good. Something is jamming this up. There's no power. Let me put it back in the case. Let me put it back in the case. I thought this would be an easy fix. That's why I bought it. Or bid on it and won. But it just doesn't seem to want to cooperate. Let me put the bezel on so it doesn't fall out too easily. Let me get this out of the way. See, when I go to wind it, man, that's tight. That is just tight. It can't wind anymore. And yet the center wheel... Oh wait, there's some load on it now? Now there's a load on it. Before it was free wheel. Now it's tight. Why is the center wheel tight now? I'm perplexed. Before this was free. Now there's a load on it. Wait. I'm gonna have to see if I can let down the... See if I can let down the mainspring. That's gonna be a tricky thing. Man, that's gonna be tricky. There's barely enough. There is barely enough for me to move that. Let me see if I can move that. See, when all else fails, you keep on winding it up till you can't wind it up anymore. Because, you know, that's what always fixes a watch when it doesn't run. You just got to wind it up more. That's what people do. That balance is moving nicely, though. But it's not running. Is it running? No, it's not running. Can I put the... No, I already got a bezel on. Oh. Let's see. I'm going to see if I can let this down. Because, man, there's just like... Oh, just barely. Barely enough. I'm getting it now. I'm getting it. Gotta be careful. Don't want to let it zip out because something may... it's going to act like a broken mainspring and something may... You know, it's probably got a safety pinion, but it's not... Well, I think that's it. I think that's it. Well, a little bit more. I don't really want to turn. Oops. It still feels that there's something there, but it doesn't want to go down anymore. That's enough. I gotta take it apart. Gotta take it apart. Gotta take it apart. Gotta take it apart. Now, can I get the bezel off? Gotta take it apart. Gotta take it apart. Gotta take it apart. I think I'm gonna take it apart. Come on, 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 come on. Let's get all the case out of the way. Gotta take it apart. Gotta take it apart. Didn't want to take it apart. Let's see. Gotta take it apart. Gotta take it apart. Gotta take it apart. I just knocked something over. Let's see, so I'm gonna... Can you see any of this? I'm gonna loosen the hairspring stud screw. I take the balance off first. This screwdriver is too small. Let me get a bigger one. I don't know why they put the screw facing this way, because you have to go over the plate and everything to get to it. Why don't they just put it on the other side? That's what I always wondered. Why don't they just put it on the other side? Oh man, I can't get that screw loose. None of these screwdrivers are working. Why? There you go. Okay. I don't like to dangle my balance by the hairspring. It just bothers me when I see that. Oh man, that's tight. Let's see. You know, there you go. And they have a little cutout over here to lift it up. A little relief. I'm gonna pop the push the stud out. Oh, it came out already. So let's see. This is the yeah, same number. And look at the bottom. Bottom isn't all dinged up, so looks like they never had to restaff this one. And there's the balance. Hey, balance. Double roller. I can get some more containers soon. Let's see. I'm gonna take out the pallet fork now. And the reason I'm gonna take out the pallet fork, let's see if I can get it out. The reason I'm gonna take out the pallet fork. Wait, do I got any containers? I got all these containers, but some of them aren't that clean. Because I leave them with the open side up and then they fill with dust. So I have to remember to put them upside down when I'm done with them. Now, could I get that out? Okay, the reason I'm taking the pallet fork off now, I shouldn't use my tweezers as a pry bar. I'll use my screwdrivers as a pry bar, but not my... I don't want to do that because then the tips get bent. See, the reason I'm taking out the pallet fork, I want to see if that train moves. I know that pallet fork is good because it was swinging with everything else. Do I have this, something I can stick in here? See, I'm winding it up, but the train ain't spinning. Excuse me, I'm winding it up, but the train is not moving. This foam rotates. I have to do something about that. Why doesn't it want to move? Oh, see, this moves back and forth just a little bit, and then it stops. I don't know if you can see that. Just a little bit. It stops this way, it stops that way. So something's jamming it up. It's not a good kind of jam. Why is that in my way? I gotta find places to put some of this stuff. Oh damn, I gotta get ready for lunch. So something is jamming it up. Now I put a little bit of a load on this. So I want to take the load off because I'm taking off this plate. I'm trying to take off as little as possible to get this to run, because this is just a hobby. This is not my profession. So I don't have this to hold by the watchmaker's code of ethics, whatever that is. This is just a... Now, let's see, because these motor barrels are different. I forget the motor barrels. The regular barrels, you just take this off. What happens if I take this off? I haven't taken a motor barrel off apart in a long time. So I kind of forget if it's the same as a, what's that, a going barrel? Or it's different. So I'm just going to take this off, this cap, and see what happens. Yeah, because with the going barrel you gotta take off this winding wheel thing. See, the problem with this magnification, I can't see the screw head slot. Where is the screw? Oh, there it is. The screw head slot's this way. These screws are tight too. Maybe this was never taken apart before. And I'm gonna put them with the other stuff. You don't squeeze the parts too hard with the tweezers because they may shoot out and then they disappear on you. Let's see, now how does this cap come off? See, I don't remember how these come apart. Oh, okay. Because it's a motor barrel. I think that thing in the center, does that come off? Looks like that thing in the center comes out too, but I'm not going to take it out. Oh, let's see. See, last time I did a motor barrel, I don't know if it was an Elgin, or a Hamilton. Did I do a motor barrel in a Hamilton? I'm trying to think. I learned that I'm going to position the screw on the movement holder, because when I press down, if the screwdriver is not being supported underneath, the movement's going to flip out of the holder. And that's very upsetting. That's cause of profanity usage. Let's see. Oh man, that's tight. Holy crap. The screwdriver doesn't even... The screwdriver turns, but the bit doesn't. What's the next fattest screwdriver I got? There's a fat one still in the package. Let's see. Oh, did you see that? Son of a bitch. There was still tension on that mainspring, even though it showed none. And that gold cap thing shot out when I pushed on that. Damn it. Oh, where did it go? I felt it bounce off my leg. And I'm gonna have to look for it. I'm gonna have to look for it now. Well, I'll spend just a few more minutes. Look, oh, there it is. Found it. It didn't get too far. Whoops. See, I mean, there was no more tension on the mainspring when I did the clicky thing, and yet this thing shot out. You know, I found it on the ground. These are gold alloy, these settings. You can tell because they're really nice and pretty. You have to be careful when you handle them because if you squeeze them too hard, they will dent. They're not like the brass ones, which you can beat up pretty good, but the gold ones are just soft. So something's going on. Did I even loosen this screw? What happened? Yeah, I loosened the screw a little bit, and then the mainspring, the jewel popped out because the mainspring moved. So something was jamming this thing up on the innards. Hopefully I didn't mess anything up. Well, like the video says, no watches are harmed in the making of it, so... Did I get all the screws out? Well, let's see what happens when I lift this up. Wait, do they got pry points? Where are the pry points? They don't have any pry points on this plate? How come it doesn't want to go up on this side? There you go. Let's see what's going on. Let's see what's underneath this. Underneath looks normal, I guess. I don't know. I'm looking at it and it looks okay, I guess. Oh, look at that. The cover the cover's loose. Now, was the cover loose before or after I touched it? I don't know. I don't know. I'll take the center wheel out. Well, what's the deal with this cover? Well, that's the cover. I don't know. Cover looks good. Well, what's going on with this? Is the mainspring broken? I don't think it's broken. Oh, well, I don't think it's broken. Let me look at it with better magnification. What is it? Let's see. Is it broken? It doesn't look broken. I'm not seeing any breaks. I don't want to take it out because this is a motor barrel and they're strange motor barrels. But I knocked it over again. But it's unhooked. I'm gonna have to hold this in my greasy, oily fingers. And see if I can get it back. Okay, now it's hooked. I mean, sometimes it will re-engage when you rotate it, but just to make sure, I don't want to put it all together and then I go when it won't engage. So there's that lower jewel. I don't know, everything else looks peachy keen. Let's see, let's play a little bit. And then we put this on, and then get this out of my way. And let's see, I put this on. I'm going to use this end. Oh, does it get on? And let's see if the train moves. Yeah, the train moves nicely. So that's good. So it's something to do with that barrel though. Can I get this off? Let's put it back together. Or I'm gonna put it back together. You're gonna watch. And let's see what happens. Because I don't know why. Because I let that mainspring down all the way. Or maybe it's something to do with the cover. Maybe for some reason the cover popped off. and it was jamming things up, you know, wedging in there. Wedged in the... How come I can't get this out easily? So maybe the cover, for whatever reason, popped off and then got wedged in between the mainspring barrel and the top plate there, whatever plate that is. And that's why it wouldn't run, because that's why no power would go through the center wheel. Now I got two cutouts on this sucker. Now I know one goes so you can't see anything. Yeah, I got two cutouts in the plate there. One's for prying up, and I think the other one's to clear the tab on the mainspring. So I assume the squared one is the one for the tab on the mainspring. So that's about here. So I'm going to snap this back on. Let's see if I can get it on. I usually need two tweezers for this. Get the other tweezers. Where's the brass one? Where's the brass one? There's the brass one. I had two brass tweezers sets, but I lost one. And I looked in the umbrella stand and it wasn't there. I don't know where the other one went. And these aren't the good ones. These are the ones that are loose. You know, they got two pieces and they rivet them together. You see the two rivets there. And it's loose, so the tips misalign. I thought one of these days I'm going to heat this thing up and put some solder on it to lock it into position, but you know, it's just not a priority. It's just not a priority. Where's the tab? Is the tab in good? Let me get the better magnification. Is the tab? Where's the tab? There's the tab. So we're going to see. We're going to snap this back in. What are you watching? There it is. I have to hold it all the way over here. What a pain in the neck. Oh man, that doesn't want to go in. Oh, okay, that's snapped. I think it's in. Let me see. It appears to be in position. Let me just make sure. Okay. Back to the regular back to the working. So that's what I'm thinking. So my theory is the cover, for whatever reason, came off, and it's loosey-goosey in there, meaning that it's the cover is tight around the outside diameter, but the inside is not. It's loosey-goosey. So if the cover comes out, the middle is not going to keep it centered. It's going to shift to the side. So I think that's what it did. It shifted to the side and got wedged in there and jammed it all up. Now, can I see any let's use the brass ones. And can I see any rub marks on the inside here? And I really don't see any rub marks. Well, I mean, there's marks, but I don't know, that looks like tooling marks. So I don't see any rub marks. Maybe it jammed it up that good, it just boop, stopped. Well, let's see if we can get this back together and see if it works. You know, you're supposed to take it apart, clean it, oil, blah blah blah, but I just want to get it running, and then I'll attend to it another day. Why is this all crooked like that? That's because now we got the and the pin is tight because this thing hasn't been screwed around with a lot. Okay, so we got to clear a whole bunch of stuff. We got to clear the mainspring thing, and then we got this, what's that, 1, 2, third wheel and center wheel. I think that's it. Now, is everything freewheeling? Yeah, everything moves. So I'm going to put some screws in on this plate, because I know it's going to want to shimmy and shake when I do other things. Where are the screws? Everything shimmies and shakes. It's a pain in the neck. A lot of things are a pain in the neck lately. I think there's only 2 screws for this. Wow, 2 screws. I think they went cheap. Usually you get 3 screws on a plate like that. No, I gotta hold it down with the screwdriver because it's gonna shimmy and shake. I mean, holding it down with the back end of the tweezers. It's gonna shimmy and shake, and things are gonna get popped out of alignment, and pivots will be all over the place. That's what usually happens. Oh, okay. Well, let me see. It's still freewheeling? Still freewheeling. Excellent. Well, that's good. And this one. Oh, see? I didn't support it. Gotta remember to support it. I mean, I could squeeze this thing real tight, but then, you know, you dent the edges, and I just rather rotate the watch. So that's it. Now I gotta pop that jewel. The jewel that flew out. So yeah, just to say it again, the cover popped off, jammed everything up there, but the people kept on winding it, and then it let down a little bit because, you know, I guess there was enough to overcome, but it didn't let it down all the way. So when I loosened this screw up so the cover could move up enough to give it enough clearance there with the popped up barrel cover, it went kabooey. There's a dent over here. How did that get dented like that? Right there, there's a dent. I didn't do that. So that's it. So the question I have to ask myself is, why did that cover pop off? And will it do it again? That's the thing. If it did it once, it's going to want to do it again, probably. Or maybe, I don't know. That's my thinking, is that if it happened once, it's going to happen again. So I'm using a piece of wood here, to toothpick, to press this gold jewel setting down in there. Otherwise, if I use the tweezers, it's going to get all dented and chewed up. And I see that on some watches. A watch I bought, the jewel settings all beat up because they were using the tweezers on the gold alloy. Because someone said, "Oh, it's not gold." Of course it's not gold. They're gold alloy. I'm going to put this cover. No, I'm going to put this, what's this, the winding wheel? I forget what they call it. One of these days I'll learn the terminology, but I don't know. Maybe that's the winding wheel. That's the crown wheel. I forget. I used to know the terms because I bought the book. I bought a book after I bought some watches, and then I started reading the book. I'm going to have to tilt this so I can see it. Now, I don't know if those holes are lined up. Oh wait, yeah, it should be, because the inside I think is cut out to match. Because they got smart. Now where are those teeny tiny screws? Oh man, there's a teeny tiny screws. Oh yeah, I got one sitting. Where are the other ones? Teeny tiny screws. Oh wait, maybe I should screw that one screw in. Because otherwise it's gonna pop out. Now I can't see the slot in the head. Oh, there you go. Can't put too much force on it until you get it in. Oh, it's not going in. Oh, I didn't have it lined up right. No, the holes aren't lined up right. Oh, I thought I had it lined up. Let me get these screws out of here. Did that screw? Oh no, see, it fell here on the watch. I thought I had this lined up. Oh, it's off by a mile. I thought this was... Yeah, it's got the shape. There's the click. Whoops. I gotta remember not to touch that jewel setting. Let's try it now. Oh, these teeny tiny screws. Let's see if we get this one. Where's the head? Where's the slot in the head? I can't see it. Where is it? There it is. Now I can see it. Oh, I got it. I got it this time. Yeah, okay. I didn't tighten it up all the way, just in case, but I think it's, well, the screw went in the hole, so I must have everything lined up. And let me get the third one. Sometimes you find these watches like with these little screws, and they're all, the heads are all different sizes and different colors because people lose them when they take it apart. Okay, number 2. Where's the third one? See, I'm using like 2x magnification when I normally use 5x. Otherwise, if I used the 5x, that'd be, my face would be right on top of this, and then you wouldn't see anything. I think that one's good. Let me tilt it to the side so I can see it. Whoops. That one's in, and that one's in. Yeah, these little screws, you know, I'm not going to tighten them real tight. Now, if I turn this to wind it, yeah, see, I turned it to wind it, everything moves. I think I got it. I think I got it. I think I got it. Let's use the steel tweezers. Now put the pallet fork back in. You know, it only goes in one way. Well, probably can go in many more than one way, but one way is the proper way. I think, yeah, you gotta get it in between the little pins, and then you gotta put this on. Now these pivots on these pallet forks are really tiny. So we gotta be careful. Where's the pallet for? This doesn't look right. I say it's not lined up right. What's keeping it from moving? I think this is it. Is this it? Why does it stick up so high? Oh man. Why is that so high up? Okay, now it's going down. Gotta make sure the pivots are in. I gotta switch magnifications. Oh, these scales are in the way. Get out of my way, scale. I have to find a better place for you. Let's see. What are you seeing? What are you seeing? Let me rotate this so you can see it. Well, so I can see it. Oh, where is it? There it is. I'm gonna use the... Let's see if I can use the toothpick. I think it's in. No, it's not. How come that's like that? Now it's in. That's another one of these dogs that's gonna shimmy and shake when you put the screw in. Where's the screw? It's gonna shimmy and shake and move, and everything's gonna go out of alignment. Come on. So that's why you gotta hold it down. That's why I'm gonna hold it down. But not too tightly. Just enough so it doesn't want to shimmy and shake. I have to use my other hand. I have to use my hand that I don't use for screwing stuff down. Let's see, does it move? It appears to move freely. And, oh, see, it's not in right. It goes up and down too much. See, that's why I don't tighten everything up real tight unless I check it. Let me, I could do this easier if I wasn't making a video. But, you know, I'm making a video. It's not quite right. Okay, now it looks good. Got a lot of play. It does have a lot of play. It goes up and down a lot. But the pivot's not broken. Well, the pivot's good. Yeah, maybe I stick to stuff. I got short sleeve shirt on. I put my arm down and things stick to it when I lift it up. Let me put some, let me get a better magnification so I can wind it up a little bit. Okay. Now let's see if the pallet fork does its thing. Yeah, see? Pallet fork is doing its thing. Okay. Now let's put the balance in now. Wait, should I clean the pivots of the balance? Look at the pivots. I don't know, pivots look good. I'm not going to clean the pivots. Pivots look good. This watch looks pretty good except for... I mean, the case did its job. Except the crystal was rusted to hands, but the movement looks very nice. What is this? This is a solid balance too. I just noticed that. See, there's no cutouts. Wow. So they got the wait, where's the pallet? Wait, I gotta put it this way. Let's see if I put it this way. and the jewel is facing this way. Let's see, I think it's in. Okay. Now I get the balance cock. Now let's see what happens. No. I gotta put the balance cock back on. See, you gotta get it so it's not, as they say, overbanked. You know, that's when the jewel is on one side and the pallet fork is on the other, the wrong side. You know, I'm not seeing anything. Switch magnifications. Stuff is in my way. Oh, man. Okay, let's see if we can get this hairspring stud in location. How are we gonna do this? Just doesn't wanna. A little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. I think you got it. It's almost going in. There you go, all the way in. Now what about the no, it drops down because I don't have the balance cock down all the way. I didn't even get the balance cock down all the way. Let's see. I'm gonna push on it with the. Let's see. Push on it with the back end. See, I gotta. See, these pins are tight, man. The pins on the balance cock are tight. Let me put it so when I push down. Yeah, sometimes you get them with tight pins and oh, it's working. Look at that. I think I fixed. Well, did I fix it? I don't know if I fixed it, because I'm not a watchmaker. Where is the screw? Is it this screw? I think it's this screw. Where is the screwdriver? Let me try this orange one. So I have to hold this down a little bit because it's going to shimmy, shake, and just be a general pain in the neck. Where is this screw head? Whoops. It stopped moving. Why did it stop moving? Okay. Oops. Stop moving. Let's see. It's not... gotta do it slowly. Is it... I think that's it. Okay. I got it in. No pivots were broken. Let me... That's tight. Now I just gotta do the hairspring stud. Switch magnifications. Gotta put this one back in my eye socket. Where's the tweezers? I'll use these tweezers. Are you seeing anything? Let me get that back. Let me get that out of my way. Get that out of my way. See, the hairspring stud is sitting rather low. Can I push it up? Oh, I gotta make sure it's in the guide pins too. Oh, because I have to do this on camera. It has to be difficult. See, if this thing would stop moving. It's a toothpick. This thing is it's moving and it's shaking the you know, when it moves, it's shaking the hairspring stud all over the place. It's making it difficult. You know, you gotta push it up and it goes down again. I think it was level. Let's see. I just gotta lift it. Okay, I think I got it. I'm gonna need a small screwdriver. What about this one? That one looks too big. Let's try this one. There's crap on it. What are you seeing? Oh man. Oh, okay. I think that's it. I didn't want to go anymore. I thought it was at a different position. Maybe this tip is too fat to go inside the slot. I gotta sharpen these again. Well, that's about it. Okay. Oh, now it doesn't want to run? There you go. I think that's it. I think that's it. How's that balance look? It looks crooked. Why is it crooked? I didn't do that. I didn't manhandle this thing enough to bend it. I see it going up and down just a little bit. Maybe that's from the previous idiots. Let's see if we can finish this off. I'm gonna put all this stuff back in. Why is it... Oh. Why doesn't it want to cooperate? So I remember I took the cannon pinion off. See, what Elgin does for these cannon pinions I thought was really nice. Because then the old ones, they used to ding them on the side so they'd stay tight on the pinion, but they managed to put some little spring finger in this, make a spring finger out of this on this thing. So you don't have to ding it anymore. It's just, it snaps, it press, you know, it sort of like snaps on and stays in place because of the little spring finger. Freaking genius, I tell you, freaking genius. And this is, oh, that was got a mark in the bottom of it like that. Oh, that's maybe that's where they machined it or something. And we'll put the whatchamacallit on, the minute wheel. Is it all the way in? Now you're all the way in. What else did I do? I think that's it. Then the dial, which I put aside so I don't knock it over. Let me wipe it on my shirt. Let's see if I can clean it up a little bit. Yeah. Single sunk dial. What else is there? Let's see, this goes, I guess it goes like this. Does it want to go in? Yeah, there's always one of these freaking dial feet that give you grief. Now I'm going to screw these little screws in. This one is too big. That one's too big, that one's too big. These things roll. I thought they're not supposed to roll. This one fits. Does it screw it in? Yeah, okay. I'm not going to do them tight. Maybe ends up getting stripped or something. Yeah, that's good enough. And the third one. Yeah, 3 dial feet. I think originally some of them had 4. Hamilton had 4 dial feet in the beginning, and then they went to 3. I think that was like the American standard was 3. And then they went cheapo with the wristwatches there. I think they only have 2 now. What else is there? Oh, it stopped. Why'd you stop? I must have touched it with something. What's next? I gotta put the hands on. I'm gonna put the hands on while it's in the case. Where's the case? Case. I really should scrape the rust off the hands, but I'll save that pleasure for another day. I don't want to get too much excitement in one day. Let's see. I don't think I need this right now. Let me get that out of my way. Where's the bezel? The crystal-less bezel put on. One of these days I have to find a crystal. Yeah, you buy all these crystals off of eBay, and then you realize that these are the ones they never used, and they're not popular sizes. So you end up with a bunch of crystals that don't fit anything, because they're not the popular size. The sizes you want, well, they already used those all up. You're getting the leftover crap. And the other screw. And where's the biggest screwdriver? Who's the biggest one? I think this one's the biggest one. I should use the other big screwdrivers, but I'm too lazy to take them out of the container. There's a case, plastic bag I put them in. Well, this case isn't that bad. It's not all chewed up where it gets screwed in. It's too bad it doesn't have a bow. I don't know where I'm going to get a bow from. What's next? I'm going to put the back on. Yeah, I charged the battery on this camera all the way. The back doesn't want to go on nicely. There you go. Don't want to cross thread. Let's see, second hand. Oh, does that look pretty good? It's all rusty. There's dust. I'm getting dust on stuff. The bottom of it's nice and clean, but the top of it's kind of eh. Are you seeing this? No. Oh, excuse me. We gotta make room for lunch. Yes, that's still running. Still running, and now we put these hands on. These got beat up pretty good. I think the red one looks like it was bent, maybe? I don't know. I don't know which time zone I use. It doesn't matter anyway. Let's see. So we got this. This is around 12. It's close enough to 12. And let's push it a little bit more. And then we put the minute hand. The minute hand looks crusty. Moved? No, it's just got a play in it. Oh man, let's see if we can get this on. This nightmare is almost over. moves. Yeah, see, everything moves. Moves, shakes, shimmies. There, that's close enough. Let's see, it sticks up too high. It's close enough for now. Of course, if I didn't have the bezel on, it'd be easier. And they're not touching, but is it down all the way? Yeah, it's down. Yeah, this red one's been bent. It's not flat anymore. They bent it. But I don't have to worry about, there's no crystal, so I don't have to worry about the minute hand hitting anything. I think that's it. I think that's it. I just gotta watch out. I'm gonna now just wind it up all the way. Let's see if the cover of the mainspring barrel pops off. This key is empty. Get it out of my way. You are empty. Get out of my way. Let's see. Go back a little bit. Let's see. We're gonna wind this up all the way now. I got all the screws. Screwed that one tight. That one tight. Those three tight. This tight. That tight. The guide pin for the hairspring is good. Okay, everything checks out. Now we're gonna wind it up all the way and see what happens. So since this was non-running, it cost me, I'd figure, around 2/3. 2/3 or less. Well, in the condition it was, I'd have to say 2/3 or a quarter less than what a nicer one would be. But I have to admit, the movement is very clean. Usually you get them all scratched up and chewed up from people doing stuff to them. You know, the jewel settings are all messed up with the cap jewels because they press them in with, I don't know what they use, hammers. They really beat the crap out of them. Let's see. That's it. I'm not going to squeeze one more click out of it. That's stupid because that'd probably break something. So, oh, this thing is going like gangbusters. Look at that. Man, this is, ooh, it's over 270 on the rotation with the balance. Damn. Sucker's moving. Anyway, okay. Well, that's it. That's not what I expected. I thought it was just rusty crusty on the inside. That's why it wouldn't run. But it, to sum it up, since I feel like talking and chewing up time on the camera. Damn, this... An hour long? No. No, that can't be true. No. Wow, that's a long video. Anyway, the non-running watch, no power was getting through on the train. I let down the mainspring as much as it could. I took it apart, but while I was taking out this one screw to take this plate off, this jewel thing shot off because there was still power in there. And the reason was the cover on the mainspring barrel, for whatever reason, came off, got jammed up in there, and that's why it wouldn't run. So I put the cover back on. I wound it all the way up. It's running like gangbusters. The cover hasn't popped off yet. We're going to see what happens. Hopefully the cover stays on for the duration. I can't believe it's an hour and 20 minutes to do this. Well, look, you got it. You saw it the way I did it, so this is the way I work. If you don't like it, you know, go scratch. You saw the thing start to finish. The trials and tribulations, the highs, the lows. So, anyway, Thank you for your cooperation. I hope you enjoyed the program and enjoy the rest of your day.